Hello, my name is Fred Dodson, and I'd like to talk about the energy of high places. High places metaphorically and actually physically. So you can see right now I'm going up a mountain. I'm going to an actual high place. And traditionally, you'll find that religious places were always built on top of hills or mountains. You'll find that the royals in the old days, they like to live on top of a mountain or on a hill. When you go to fancy places in the city, you always see that the rich areas are on top of a hill. And have you ever wondered why that is? There have been some scientific studies comparing people who live on mountains or hills versus people who live down in the valley or in the city. And they found that the oxygen is actually cleaner on top of the hill. And scientists say that that's why people prefer to live on hills. That's why they're statistically more healthy and live longer than people down in the valley or down in the city. Okay? But I'd also suggest that there's spiritual reasons for this, that it's not only the oxygen level that makes high places special. I'd like to suggest that the actual energy of higher places is slightly improved to lower places. I'd like to suggest that spiritually high or mentally high and physically high relate to each other, okay? As in the spiritual, so in the material. And that there's a spiritual reason why people who live on mountains are generally more prosperous and more rich, live longer, and are more healthy. Back in the ancient times, the royals and the famous people, they always lived on the mountain to ward off military attacks, because if you're getting attacked, it's more difficult to, if you're fighting uphill, it's more difficult to win. Moreover, they built their stuff, their palaces and mansions on mountain because they wanted to see further, to have a better view, which in turn led to them also mentally having a clearer view, more of an overview of what's going on. Okay, and that tradition lasts to this day. Some people still deliberately choose to live in high places. And I think that's what I'm recommending here when I talk of the energy of high places. Another advantage is obviously that you avoid floods, okay? And you're on a stable foundation, a stable rock. The ancient texts tell us, don't build your house on sand, build it on rock. And as you live on rock, it appears you get a more stable feeling and a stable mentality. I actually like to spend time at high places. I go to high places to meditate. And that's what the monks of ancient East, the sages, used to do. We always hear the stories of the sage on the high mountain, and some disciple or searcher comes to visit the sage on top of the mountain. We never hear stories of the sages being down in the valley or among the people in the city. They're always somewhere way, way high up. And I understand why they went so high up. It's because the higher you get, the more the noise from the valley, the more the noise from the minds of the people goes silent, okay? Mountain climbers know that the higher you get, the less snakes there are. So the higher they climb, the less they're afraid of snakes. And that's physically as well as metaphorically. The higher you go in consciousness, the less snakes, the less negativity there will be to get you out of your flow. That was my video of the energy of high places. My name is Fred Dodson. Thank you for listening.